everyone to another brand new live show here on the World Radio League YouTube channel. Monday afternoon. Happy Monday, everybody. It is cold here in southwestern Missouri. Hope everyone abroad around the world is doing well. And well wishes to the 3Y0K crew as they pack up and head home. More on that later. We have big news today. No, there will be no feet eating today, folks. We have crushed our goals, and I say crushed. We've pounded on them very hard with a very big hammer. And we are, we're making all kinds of tracks. James, let me pull you in here. Howdy, James. How you doing?
I am doing great. I can't believe it's episode 40. Can you believe 40 episodes, 40 weeks of just ham radio goodness? Congratulations, Andy. Doing great here.
Thank you very much.
This is going very well.
Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate that. Yes.
This song is growing on me. I gotta say, I really like the intro song these days.
Yeah, this is that's our trademark. I've switched a lot of the other songs up, but that one I've kept for all 40 episodes. So yeah, welcome into the fastest 90 minutes or 2 hours as the case may be in ham radio. I am Andy, November 0 Alpha Papa Extra. November 0 Alpha Papa X-Ray, your extra host today. Amateur.
A little bit of foreshadowing for some announcements today.
Absolutely. All
Alpha
right.
Papa Extra class.
Alpha Papa Extra. Oh, man, that's awesome. All right. And we also have from the sunny banks of central Argentina, or wherever she hails from, Catalina. Hey, Catalina, how you doing?
Hi, how are you? Happy Monday. Happy show day.
All right. Great to see
I
you.
hope it will be sunny here, but it's very rainy today.
What's the temperature down there, Catalina?
No, it's not summer anymore, you know.
Andy, turn your microphone audio up.
You need me to turn my audio up?
Yep.
That's as high as I can go there. Oh, I know what happened. Let me do the thing here.
See, we got a bunch of audio whizzes in the chat, so don't worry, we're not gonna miss it.
Yeah, let me do the thing. That should help. Hopefully that helps. You hear me better there?
Yeah, that helps.
All right, awesome. So we kind of had a little bit of a spring setback ourselves, Catalina. I woke up to 7 or 15 degrees freedom units here. That equates to what does that equate to? That equates to about negative 9.4 centigrade.
That's spring for you. That's very cold.
Yeah, it was a spring setback. That's winter temperatures here. We were blasting along beautiful spring weather. It was like in the 60s. It went from 65 in the morning down to 17 at night. And by the end of the week, supposed to be up to 80 degrees. So kind of some violent swings here.
We don't want to know we want to know the ham weather, Andy. Tell us the solar conditions.
We'll get to that at the end of the show. You want the solar forecast? You'll get that at the end of the show. So
Okay. I'll wait till the end then.
All right. Sounds good. We have a jam-packed show here today. Let's go ahead and you know what? I've been liking this plan for 90 minutes and go 2 hours kind of thing. It kind of works. So we'll shoot for 90 but we very likely will be here for a while since this is the fastest 90 minutes in ham radio. Let's go ahead and let's talk some big stuff here. I don't have any applause tracks queued up, but if you can see on the screen behind me, this is the World Radio League desktop app. We have launched the World Radio League desktop app in early release beta in the Discord. So if you are a member of our Discord, you saw that pop up mid last week. You'd have seen it pop up on, I believe it was Tuesday. And we have the 0.0.1 version of the desktop app out. We will be launching. We did internal testing on 0.0.2. We've already iterated past that, and we're working on 0.0.3 already, and we will be posting that one very soon. I just got off the call with Najim, and he's in the middle of it. Najim, if you're in the chat, say hi. But yeah, we are pounding away, and this thing is evolving very rapidly. Be nice to our dev team. They have some.
Now I believe you didn't. You do a POTA activation with the app.
I did a POTA activation with it on Friday. It was awesome. It was just performed perfectly well. It was very smooth activation. One of the more fun experiences I've had. So yeah, Woozle Harmonicas. It is Mac, Windows, and Linux capable. So yeah, we will have some. We will have a release of probably in the next day or two, maybe today or tomorrow, and then there will be the developer working on that. I think he's going out for a bit of a holiday, maybe, or vacation there. So it might be a few days before we get the next build out, but we're gonna have a build in place. He deserves a good vacation. He's been working absolutely incredibly hard on this. So round of applause for Najim in the chat. He's done great. So
can we
nobody gave an applause, but
thank you, Catalina.
Thank you, Catalina.
Thank you, Catalina.
I'm the only one. So for now on,
do you want to demo a little bit, or do you want me to just do a little bit here, Andy?
You know what? I got the Mac version here, and we all know Mac's better. So let me pull. No, I'm kidding. But let me pull.
Little shout out to Mac. I realize that I'm like kind of the outsider as the Windows on the team here. But look, for the amount of compute you can get on Windows machine versus Mac, it's much more cost efficient. I understand the Mac guys. I'm not gonna throw shade, but let's see some desktop app. It
depends on the whether you mean the numbers compute or true compute power. But yeah, let's go ahead and demo this desktop app. This thing's awesome. So here we go. This is 0.0.2. This is the one we're skipping over in the releases because we just had a few issues with it, and it's just stuff we're working through. It's all expected stuff, but we already iterated past it into 0.0.3. So let me go ahead and show you here. We've got our typical log contacts window. These checkboxes will not be. These are for some of the early stuff we were working on, but those will be removed in 0.0.3. Those are no longer needed. We've of course got the star capability, so you can favorite logbooks and have them float to the top. We've demoed a few of those things before. You've got your Central Time and Zulu time, or your local time and Zulu time or UTC time, both side by side up here in the top bar, which is awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you got your profile page here with shows your contacts. You got a sync button down here to update anything that's maybe not synced fully.
Cool.
You can just click that. And yeah, it's really incredible. But when you really get into it, this is the POTA activation I did over the weekend. When you really get into it, it's just a desktop extension of the web app. It is not meant to replace the web app in any way, shape, or form. It is a desktop extension of that, so that you can do offline logging. And once we get cat control integrated, which I'll let James speak to that here in a couple minutes. Once we get that integrated, it will be a more direct connection. And yeah, so of course you got your spotting page. We'll let that load up here. Look at that. That's beautiful. And
you know what's I love this is like you could be looking at this and you wouldn't even know you were on a desktop app, because the UI, we've got that beautiful web UI, but this is fully offline capable, guys. This is going to work 100% offline.
I will quick caveat 0.0.1. We discovered after pushing it that there was an issue with opening it offline. So that will be fixed in the next release. Absolutely.
Still very beta, but
yeah.
I think where can people look out for the next build? Are you going to drop that on Discord, Andy? Probably in the email this week.
Yeah, the next build will go to Discord, and then very shortly after that, we will push an email with with like a link to where you can download that directly off of the site. I like what Veteran Fitness said here. Once you retire, you give up childish things and never use Windows again.
We always accidentally start some debates we don't win.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next, we should just do the Icon versus Yaesu debate.
Yeah, let's not get started. Yeah, Dave says he did find the offline issue. Yes, Dave, you were one of the first ones to call it out. Thank you very much for the call out there. But yeah, that'll be easily resolved. For those of you light mode users, light mode is available in the desktop app. Yeah, you've got your profile page. You can even check and edit your biography from the desktop app, which is kind of cool. Yeah, and James is really confused by this feature, but
I'm so confused by that. Andy just like really wanted to put an ADI editor. I said, okay, go for it.
I think I mentioned it once, and Najim's all over it. So he loved that idea, so he put it in here. And yeah, we got band conditions, of course, and your band plan, both available here. But
by the way, the band plan is updated for the new 60 meter changes. So if you haven't downloaded or got a new band plan, get one because 60 meters has changed.
And if you are planning on coming to Dayton, stop by the World Radio League booth because we are, aren't we selling those band plans at Dayton?
We're giving them away for free.
Oh, wow. Giving them away at Dayton. Nice. Stop by the booth at Dayton. So yeah, anyway, yeah, if you find any issues right now, feel free to mention them in the Discord. As soon as you get an email that this thing is live on the website, you can start clicking that report a bug button. In fact, well, yeah, just put them in the Discord. We'll keep track of them until this thing, when this thing goes live, you use that report a bug button. It'll be tied in. I can't remember where it's tied into at this point. So yeah, as soon as you get the email that this is live, click that report a bug button if you have any issues. Yeah, so really, I could walk through every feature, but it's very, it's very similar to the web app. You do have logbook search and starring, which is very, very nice. So yeah. Other than that, what's your take, James? The other issue that a couple people had was this new pod activation button wouldn't work. That's fixed, and it also does a location search for the nearest park now. 0.0.1 had that missing. So yeah,
I'll just I'll drop a few notes. Andy, you and Najim have done a really great job on this. I mean, this has been a huge effort to really build to get the desktop app off the ground. So all of you guys, we're going to need all your help testing it. But as soon as we release a more the first version had some bugs that were pretty easy to notice, like some login bugs and things like that. So if you had the alpha version that we released on Discord last week, there will be a better version dropping. And some of you guys have already called out some things. So like Dave, thanks for everybody that's already helped us with some of those things. I'll say, what we really want this desktop app to be is a really offline first experience. So you can take it with you anywhere, but it's always going to sync to the web. So just so everybody knows that you've got your mobile app, you've got your web, and you've now going to have your desktop app, but your contacts are going to sync across everything, right? So this is not going to be like a separate set of contacts. It's going to be, you can log offline, but as soon as that desktop gets online, all your contacts will sync. I'm going to put a warning on this though too. That means if you delete your contacts on the desktop app, they will delete from the web. So be really careful with that. Be careful with that on the mobile app as well. I mean, since everything syncs, if you say you might be on the desktop app testing and you might say, oh, I'm just going to delete all my contacts on my desktop app. Bad idea, because it will delete all your contacts. So just be really careful with that. And then a last thing I'll notice is the cat control. One of the big reasons that we're doing the desktop app in the first place is because we want cat control to be in the same app. So you don't have to have two apps to log and do cat control. If you want, we're still going to keep the other app. So if you like logging from the web interface and using the cat control app, that will be great. But in this, we didn't get cat control in the first release because we were kind of already behind schedule. So we wanted to get something out, but cat control is going to be a really top priority of getting us into this desktop app. We have not forgotten about it.
Yeah, absolutely. I just noticed just for a minute or two there, James, we don't often top 100 live viewers, concurrent live viewers. Of course we But there we go again. Yeah, we're over 100 live viewers right now. So thank you all so much for supporting us across our Ham Radio Prep and World Radio League YouTube channels. If you're joining us for the first time, this is the World Radio League show. And welcome. I'm Andy in 0APX. James in 0WRL is right over there. And Catalina, LU5 EZO is right down there. So welcome to the World Radio League show. Yeah, the desktop app is absolutely, it's gonna be everything we said it was gonna be. It's just, of course, takes time and effort to get it there, and it's really incredible. It's gonna be more than what we've promised. We've got a lot of stuff that we're doing with it. It's really, really cool. So just keep an eye out. So I had somebody in the chat here asking, where was that at? Tony Fury asking where to find us on Discord. Right here, Tony. Just posted the link in the chat if you want to join the Discord from there. So thank you for the ask there. So that happened this last week. So that's out. Celebration in full swing, along with, it was kind of a celebration, but at the same time, it was a redoubling of efforts to really get this thing production ready. And like I said, it's in beta. Production version will be coming very soon. So we're really, really excited about that. So James, did you talk Cat Control yet? I wasn't listening closely.
Yeah,
I was watching the chat. Okay.
Well, Andy, that's not very nice. Somebody's not doing their homework. So
That's not good.
yeah, we talked Cat Control. So it's not in the first release. Like I said, we just couldn't wait. Like we wanted to. Everybody was so excited about this desktop app. We wanted to get it in your hands, and
of course, James didn't want to eat his foot. So
I didn't want to eat my foot. I didn't want to make a foot sandwich. I told everybody last week if we didn't get it out, I'd have to eat my foot. And I'll say this too is, we come on these calls and we try to be super, we love to just show you what we're building as we're building it. And we tell you our best estimate of timelines, but sometimes plans change. Sometimes we're ahead of schedule. Sometimes we're a little bit behind schedule, but that's why we come every week and we listen to your feedback. We hear what you guys want. We've already got some great feature requests. We track every single feature request that we get on the live streams, every single feature request we get in the community. We prioritize them, we work on them, and we keep you guys updated. But, don't get upset at us if we miss what we were expecting by a couple days or even a couple weeks in some cases. We're the only thing that we can promise is we are absolutely doing our best to keep new features. And if you're on that weekly email, you'll see there's new stuff coming out every single week.
Watch that weekly email and really see what we're doing every week. It's crazy. Yeah, I like what Dave said here. This is what I kind of try to live by, although sometimes deadlines mess with you. But yeah, under promise, over deliver. I try to do that as much as I can. So
I'm gonna make sure, Andy, I'm gonna grab all these feature requests. So thank you for everybody who's dropping them in here.
Yeah.
They are all going into the feature request system.
Fantastic. Thanks, James, for pulling those. Yeah, so we have lots more to talk about though that we've released this week. James, you've been in the middle of this testing with one of the other developers on the Ham Radio Prep side. What do we have new over there?
We have just released a study streaks. Okay, so Andy, you just got your extra class, right? Am I breaking it?
I did. So that was one of the next things on the list.
What?
On Thursday night, I passed my amateur extra exam. So yes, thank you to
Andy. Congratulations! I didn't know it.
Thank you, Catalina.
You have to post that on our channel. Congratulations!
All right, okay. So a huge thank you to Josh AA4WX from Ham Shack TV and Marvin, the ham radio guy, W0MET. They grabbed one of their VE friends they knew, and the three of them administered my test on Thursday night. So huge thank you to those guys for doing that. And yeah,
That's
I
awesome.
studied. This is the first, of course, when I took my general exam, I was not familiar with World Radio League really at all. So this is the first time I studied exclusively with Ham Radio Prep. I studied with Ham Radio Prep when I took my general. This is the first time I studied exclusively with Ham Radio Prep, no other tools, and I passed better than I thought I was going to. I think I got a 91% or something like that. So the amateur extra is a challenging exam, but it's really fun whenever you pass.
I'm sure we got a lot of amateur extra class licensees in the live stream today. If you got your amateur extra, you could just ignore what I'm showing you right now. But this is the Ham Radio Prep mobile app. This is the absolute best way to study for your ham radio license or get your upgrade. It's got everything you need. It tracks all of your progress. It tells you where your most difficult questions are. And it's the only mobile app that has full video lessons. So instead of just taking quizzes, you actually learn the material as you go. And what we just added now is study streaks. So for those of you guys who maybe need a little extra motivation to get your ham radio license or your upgrade, you want something to keep you updated, all you got to do is at least answer a question, do a quiz every single day, and I promise you, you will get through it. If Andy can get through the extra is, I mean, that's a lot of questions. That's a lot of material.
Yeah, he started to say was if Andy can get an extra, anybody can.
I wasn't going to say that. But you got so now you can track your study streaks on Ham Radio Prep. I dropped the link, hamradioprep.com/mobile-apps, or just go to the App Store and download that. If you already have a Ham Radio Prep course, it will automatically sign you up on the app. But the app also has a free mode. I mean, all the quizzes and practice tests in this app are 100% free. So if you just want to take the quizzes and practice,
to hear that real quick, I was going to point something out. So the study streaks is really, really cool. And then something else I wanted to point out there, James, if you've got that.
I'm going to pull that app back up.
Yeah. While you're pulling that back up, thank you everybody for the congratulations. I appreciate it. Big thank you there. KS0GD says now start studying for the UK Foundation. Tony says he used Ham Radio Prep working on his journal. Ham Radio Prep is awesome. That's fantastic, Tony. So if you notice there, James, the technician pool date is 2022 through 2026. So any plans there going on right now?
We are already in progress on the updates to the new technician course for 2026. It is going to be our best course ever. We've already started filming videos for it. We've already started producing. All of that is underway. So if you're on the stream and you haven't got your ham radio license, you've got to start with technician. It's the first license. And go ahead and study now. I mean, most of the questions are still going to be the same, but if you, on July 1st, 2026, the question pool is going to update. These question pools update every 4 years. So if you're studying for technician now, go ahead and do that before the question pool updates. General and extra don't update for another year and another 2 years for extra. Yeah,
absolutely. Amateur extra was a long time coming for me, but boy, was it a lot of fun when I passed. I had a blast Thursday night and getting that through, and it updated my license status updated in the FCC database within 18 hours, which is
wow.
Historically for me, that's almost unheard of to have a timeline that quick. So great.
In Argentina is quicker.
Oh yeah. You only have to wait 6 months in Argentina.
Yeah. You can come here and you can get it just in 2 hours.
Poor Catalina has a story to share there. Maybe we'll have you share that after the break, Catalina, if you want, or we can wait until another week. But yeah, that was interesting. Poor Catalina was fighting for that license for a while. James, what else do we have on the Ham Radio Prep side? What else going on over there?
Over on the Ham Radio Prep side, we have just, as many of you know, we just launched a new course all about POTA. And we launched this especially for the new ham radio operators out there who are looking to get into POTA. It's probably, POTA has been the thing that has most energized ham radio more than really anything else. It's incredible. But for a lot of you guys who are newer to ham radio, it's kind of like, I was at a ham fest recently and people keep talking about activating and hunting on ham radio. What does that even mean? But it's also got a lot of pro tips for, even if you're a more experienced operator. You'll get some lessons from.
Just quick here. 13256 Mike says his 8-year-old got his technician license using ham radio prep. That's awesome, Mike. Tell your 8-year-old, tell him congratulations for us, and that's fantastic. So.
We also just got a really great testimonial from a firefighter who just got there. We might even, if we have time, maybe we could even show that. That was so cool.
Yeah. Hey, Catalina, can you send me that video file? I'll put it up after the break.
And so we've just added a couple more lessons. There's a tips and troubleshooting lesson that we just added, and we just added a lesson that's not even in the syllabus on safety. So for those of you guys who have signed up, there's some more goodness inside this. And we really start with the basics, but we do have some pro tips in here. So you might still get value out of it. Even
lesson 14, tips and troubleshooting. That one's incredible. There's a lot of, we actually reached out to some community, and there's a lot of people who gave us great feedback in that tips and troubleshooting video. Go watch that one.
Yeah. And I mean, I think that's mostly it on the ham radio prep side.
Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic. All right. Well, we have a couple other notes here. I'm going to be at the Oars Ham Fest in Aurora, Missouri on March 28th. That's the plan. If you want to, if you're going to be in the area, then it actually happens. I was a little bit sad to see it happens at the same day as the QRP convention in Branson. So I wanted to go to the QRP convention in Branson, but they landed on the same day, and I already committed to Aurora, which is great. I wanted to go to Aurora. So, if you're in the area and you want to swing by Aurora and say hi, I would love to see you there. It's not that far from Branson. I mean, it's not horribly distant. And then, we've got James. Anything else coming up right away on the World Radio League side? I've been so deep in the desktop app, I haven't been paying that close of attention to what all else is going on. So
you want to talk roadmap a little bit? You want to give a couple?
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, we are up against the half-hour mark. Let's hit a break, and then we'll come back, talk roadmap. What's coming, what's in progress, what's been released, what's in testing, and then we'll go over some of your comments. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. So I think that if you're good with that, James, we'll do that.
That sounds like a plan.
All right, guys, stick around. We are coming right back after this. Welcome back to the second half of the show. I'm Andy, N0APX, your amateur extra host for today, and I will be bragging on that all day long. Oh no, I'm excited. So Yeah, we've still got James in 0WRL and Catalina LU5EZO in the house. So welcome back, guys. We've got lots more to talk about. James, hopefully you have the roadmap pulled up over there, maybe, because I didn't.
Oh my gosh, I have got some really, really great stuff for you guys. I want to talk, I'm going to take 5 minutes and I just want to talk about WRTC. So if you've been following us for a while, you know what it is, but I'm going to give the new people just the 30-second spiel about what WRTC is. World Radio Team Championship. This is the Olympics of ham radio. It's the 100 best ham radio operators, contesters in the world coming together in London in July for the biggest ham radio competition.
Yeah.
And we are there. World Radio League is the official live scoreboard, which is a huge, huge accomplishment. If you go over to worldradioleague.com and you hop into the contest page, you can kind of get a quick view of what that looks like today. And there's a lot of contests we'll discuss that are going on in there. But what I wanted to talk about today that is just the latest update is we're working on, in tandem with all the great features we're working on for you guys, we are working on also setting this up. So we have to have a Raspberry Pi at each one of the stations where the competitors are operating, and that's going to stream contacts up to the cloud for the live scoreboard. So you at home, you can watch the live scoreboard, and you can also try to get those contacts in your log. It's going to be 24 hours of just absolutely amazing time to get contacts with these super stations.
And they have some interesting rules, I think, that I didn't even realize until this morning while we were talking about it in the team. Isn't there some there's some crazy stuff surrounding the call signs that they're using, isn't there? Isn't there something that's...
Yeah, so what we are going to be doing is, so you can't actually know the call signs of the competitors. So there's 100 competitors, they're teams of 2 people, but when you're looking at the leaderboard, you'll see the competitors, but you won't know what call sign they're actually operating on the air with.
Yeah.
So this is just a quick kind of diagram of what that looks like, but the competitor loggers are going to have an offline logger that's going to have a UDP connection, just a local stream to the Raspberry Pi that then will be connected online to send that up to the leaderboard. And it's a software that we've built completely from the ground up, custom for WRTC, and we'll keep everybody posted. But the latest update is that on April 1st, we're going to be doing a big joint collab test session and actually run a full end-to-end test of WRTC, and we'll be sharing more information with you guys about that as it comes to.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to WRTC. It's going to be it's a tight window to hit. So, you want to be planning for it. You want to make sure you're going to be in your shack that day and, and ready to make some contacts with teams from all over the world. It's really going to be a cool event. That's taking place in London this year. Isn't that right?
Yeah, it's just
maybe we can get them to bring it to the U.S. Next go around. So
that'd be cool. Yeah, in 2022, it was in Italy.
Yeah, we've got a lot of here. We've got the Summer Olympics. Did that come to the U.S.? And we've got I think the World Cup in the U.S.
We've got the World Cup.
Let's go around. So maybe we need to bring WRTC 2030.
The main event of the year in your country, Andy. Come on. I'm waiting for that, and you say, "Yeah, we had the World Cup." No, I'm counting the days.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think a lot of us are also counting the days to WRTC from both with nervous excitement. We'll say we're really excited about it, and we're really happy that they've chosen us to do that. James, what else is on the leaderboard coming up right away?
Okay, I'm just going to rapid fire a couple big things that are coming up, and I'll try to give you guys kind of like my best quick estimate of a couple things. So here's a couple big things. Andy has been working on the World Radio League. We're calling it, what's the latest? The Tactical Command Center.
We've got all kinds of names for it. It's the DX Dashboard Tactical Command Center Operating Console with lots of widgets.
So
Like
there's
that
going to be a new
right.
sort of widget-based homepage.
That's not a
for
good one.
World Radio League. But imagine, I mean, if you want to have a single view where you can see your maps, you can see the upcoming contests, you can see spots. Andy is currently working on that. Of course, the desktop app, adding cat control to the desktop app and getting that out to you guys is going to be a big thing. And then two other big things that I can mention for the next, I'd say, about 2 months is every single country in World Radio League is going to get its own dashboard, and we're going to be helping you hunt new countries and updating our DX tracking and creating some new awards around that too. So look out, Catalina, down there in Argentina. We're going to get you your own Argentina dashboard so you can represent us down there and do a great job there.
I would love that.
Next up is someone already mentioned it in the chat, a QSL card generator is coming, both digital and physical. Yes, you will be able to send QSL cards right in the app.
That's
and
huge.
track your digital ones. That's huge.
Awesome.
On the mini features, you know what we've got. We talked about the WRTC updates.
Just to clarify what we mean by mini features, we split these into two categories. Major features are really big, groundbreaking new things. Mini features are really medium-sized, groundbreaking new things. But they are all, the mini features take a few days or a week or two at most to implement. Major features sometimes they might take 2-3 weeks. James, your camera went off.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing over here.
I think you need to toggle that feature in your settings maybe on your camera like I did a few weeks ago. You can probably see the exact same thing happening to me back on episode 25, maybe. I don't know, maybe 30. I'm not sure, right around there. But yeah, absolutely. So so our major features are the ones that are going to take maybe 3-4 weeks to implement, maybe a month, maybe a month and a half to implement. But
I
but
think that's a great clarification,
so.
Because, for example, for me that I don't know, sometimes you mention some mini features and I am like thinking that's not a mini, that's major, that's huge.
Yeah. So James, throw us some mini features. What we got coming?
Okay, let's rapid fire some things that might be interesting to you guys that are coming up. The cat control / streaming app is getting a upgrade to the UI. We demoed a little bit that last week, but there's also going to be an offline database as a part of it, which is going to increase the reliability for those of you who are streaming from WSJTX or N3FJP or whatever app you like. Call stacking is coming. So if you're in a pileup and you want to kind of stack call signs and log them, that's coming. Spotting alerts by call sign. So if you want to be able to get an alert.
That's a big one. Buy more than just call sign. Honestly, it's kind of the long-term plan. But
long-term plan. There will be a lot of that. The POTA map, you guys might be familiar with the activities map. We are very close to releasing a feature where instead of just seeing the different POTA sites on the map.
I think I posted a sneak peek of this one in the Discord if you are in the sneak peek channel.
Yeah. And we should post that in the community too, because I know a lot of people use the community, but maybe, but you've got if you go into here and you click on activities, you've got all the activity sites where you can see, we're going to change this. So you have a new filter and say, hey, show me all the sites I've hunted. Show me all the ones I've activated. It'll be
the Discord channel is kind of like the World Radio League dark web where we share all the secrets and stuff. But yeah, let me.
I
think I've got a demo of that last one there, James, if you don't mind me sharing it just really quickly here. Let me see if I've got that. Yes, I do. Activated versus not activated. Yeah, you can see this is a lot of the parks around me, and you can see their status there. Green means activated, yellow means not activated. So
that's so cool.
Yeah, nice, Andy.
Absolutely.
You've activated a lot of them, but you got
I've activated quite a few around me.
You got a few you got to still activate. We had some cleanup. We're going to make an automated system to clean up any inactive POTA parks. There's a couple that we remove them as we find them, but we're going to automate that. We are going to be adding mobile app logging templates so you can change the fields on the mobile app. We're going to be adding logbook, filter, and search. We are going to be making a map theme library. So you can share, if you create a custom map theme, which by the way, there's a great, we just released about a week ago an entirely new system for customizing your maps. So if you haven't played around with the new map themes, there's a Pac-Man map on the mobile app. Play around with those, but you're going to be able to share your themes with other people and see themes that other people have created. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And LOTW export is coming as well. We've had a lot of people asking for that. The spotting list, the QSO list, and the log list are all getting UI updates. So you're going to have more fields that you can filter on and sort on, and spotting is going to get a major facelift. And that's it. I mean, hey, lots of UI updates as well. Those are some of the
that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Yeah, let's hit some of the chat here. First, we got Peter with a $2 super sticker. Thank you, Peter. Really appreciate that.
Thank you, Peter.
Really appreciate that very much, Peter. Huge thanks. I'm gonna go way back, James. If you want to start starring up some of the new ones that come in the chat, I'm gonna go way back to like right at the beginning of the show and walk through some. We covered this. No feed on the menu today. Yes, QSL cards are coming. We covered that as well. Veteran Fitness. Cat control for the QMX. We need to absolutely take a look at that because
I'll mark that down because we're using Hamlib in the background, so we got to check. I don't know if that is a Hamlib limitation, but we can definitely look at that.
Absolutely. Yeah, Rodney. Yes, version numbers are going to be shown in the new versions of the desktop app. Thank you for calling that out. Levi, it will be right now. We're posting the install file, so you will get you can just download and install the new file over top of the old one. But we will very soon. I was talking to the developer the other day, and he's got a plan to push those updates directly through the app. So you'll see that soon. That's in regards to the desktop app. Let's see here. Rodney just purchased the band plan prior to the changes. Oh man, Rodney. We can. If you're coming to Hamvention, we can get you a new one. Woozle Harmonica is fantastic work. I'd love a prospective contact list, not tied to a logbook. Contacts we hear on a net and make notes when we type them in, but don't end up logging a QSO. I see where you're coming from. I see definitely where you're coming from. That's kind of a cool idea. We can add that to the feature request list. And a Canadian band plan. James, anything going on with Canadian band plans?
By the way, the newest version, I'm really quick going back to the QMX, new version of Cat Control 1.1.1 has it. I don't know if we officially released it, but awesome. Hey, good. I love when we can get something like this live on the screen.
Yes.
So let me just check if we've pushed that into production. I don't think we have, but that means stay on the lookout for a release probably this week.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic. So any plans for a Canadian band plan?
So there's so many countries. There's 340 DX entities right now. So what we are planning on doing right now is just adding some links to them because it's kind of hard to get them all as a PDF in there, and it's hard. It's pretty complicated to create a reference where it recognizes your frequency for every single country. But we're working towards it piece by piece. So we're going to get that Canadian band plan in there. It's just a matter of time. So thanks for the patience with that. A lot of people say, "Oh, you're just US focused." We're not just US focused. It's just there's so many countries.
There are so many. And I mean, it'd be easy if they were just the 3 ITU zones, but seriously, they've got it split up to like so many countries have their own band plan. It's crazy. But Chris Harmon, can auto spot for soda be added to the mobile app? Here, auto spot for soda. Yeah, we have it for Parks on the Air. I cannot remember if I thought we had auto spot for Summits on the Air.
I added it to the list again just to double check. I know that was in progress at one point, but
we'll check on that. If we don't have it, we've absolutely got it on the list. It doesn't look like we have auto spot yet, but we've got that one on the list. So thank you, Chris. Good call out there. AM Sport Video. Delete should automatically mark as deleted and archive on the back end, making recovery easier on everybody. Yeah, cool suggestion there. K5AWJ, thank you for everything you do and put into this. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. K5AWJ has been putting together some really cool personal merch. Him and his wife have just been building him out like a ham kit, I guess. I don't know exactly what you'd call it, but he's putting the WRL logo on a bunch of his personal stuff, and it's really cool to see. I think he's got some pictures in the Discord, so that's really neat. Indie Locator, any chance the cat control being remotely accessible from the mobile app? There's a chance of that being possible. In fact, we discussed it early on. It's possible, but it just kind of depends on. There's a whole lot of flows and interaction that we would have to determine the best.
It's a good suggestion. I'd say right now we're really focused on putting cat control in that desktop app because we already know it works and we got an easy way to do it. So we're going to do that first.
Yeah,
and then we'll probably
absolutely. Woozle Harmonicas. Oh, just one app for cat control, the desktop app. Yes, absolutely. A single app. It may. But we've talked about, in order to get cat control working like right away, we've talked about porting the cat control frequency from the current cat control app over into the desktop app. But we're back and forth on that. Most likely cases, we just directly integrate it from the start so that we don't have to do two steps. But yeah, that's kind of the plan at this point. Tom W9TEF, could that mean a file corruption on our PC could flow up through the desktop app and nuke our cloud contacts? Might be nice to have a safeguard there somehow. Probably not. Yeah, I definitely see where you're coming from. I can talk to the dev. I'm sure he's got some security in place there, but
it's definitely something we've thought about and considered. And like one thing that we've noticed, and I was mentioning this earlier, is like sometimes users don't realize that deletions are also going to sync. I don't think the corruption is too, because if it gets corrupted locally, it's not going to corrupt your database, but your cloud database. But if something goes haywire and you delete all your contacts on your local app, it's going to send that delete request up to the web app. And mostly what we've seen in the past has been it's been a user education thing where it's like you don't realize you think of them as two separate apps and you're so like, oh, I'm just deleting them on my desktop app. Well, in our system, it all syncs.
Yeah.
So, but it's a good point, Tom, because Andy knows we preach this like crazy. We're like, keeping your logs safe is number one priority across everything.
And I mean, people are used to like pushing them having like one app for their desktop app and a different app for their cloud app, and they sync, but they're easily disconnected. But that's kind of a double-edged sword, because then you kind of lose track of what's right and what's wrong. And in this case, it's just like it's all in the same system. So you can trace it back to that World Radio League Cloud account, your one source of truth, always World Radio League Cloud, and that just disseminates out to your mobile app, to your web app, to your desktop app and your mobile app, and that it all comes back to that single source of truth as your online cloud account. So, absolutely, great question, Tom. Thank you. The Cuber Coco says they're from Bulgaria studying for their exam. That's awesome. Fantastic.
Cool. Welcome from Bulgaria.
Welcome. Thomas, is there a modestly priced sub for those that already have extra for those other courses?
There is. I will drop a link. Now, it is less expensive than the All Access Pass, but it's more expensive than the Technician because it's just a very long course. I mean, I think there's several hours of instructional videos in there, but I'll drop a direct link to the extra. And
he said he has extra. He wants a discount for the other course.
Other courses.
Yeah.
There is a bundle of all the other courses. You can get them all together, and you get a pretty steep discount on all of them if you come together. So I would check out the bundles in that case.
Absolutely.
Thomas.
Absolutely. Jose. KE9ANL, good effort. Band plans associated here. So user enters frequency, region, and license category. You get band power limitation, appropriate modes back. Huh, cool idea.
Cool.
That's a very cool idea.
That's similar to what Rodney was talking about.
Yeah. Absolutely. Dave asked me if my expiration date extended on my license. I'll get back to you, Dave. I'm gonna have to double check. When I upgraded from tech to general, it extended my expiration date out to the date that I got my general. It extended it to 10 years past that date instead of 10 years past when I got my tech. So I'll have to see what that does from if it pushed that out again when I got extra or not. So great question, Dave. I'll have to look at that. We've got an advanced class operator in the chat. Larry, NA4DX. Rare but not extinct.
That's
advanced
so cool.
class, advanced fit between I think general and extra. Years ago he's 42 years advanced class operator. That's awesome, Larry. It's really cool. I think there's even still a few novices out there, which is an old class that fell in before tech. So that one's rare to see these days too. Feature question. When you go back to POTA spotting page after logging a contact, can you add an option to filter the list automatically by frequency instead of date and time? You can filter it by band currently, by band and mode. By specific frequency, or do you mean sort by frequency? I think you mean sort by frequency, don't you? Yeah. Okay, James, do we have anything coming there to sort the spotting list by frequency?
Yes, the spotting list we're gonna add more fields to it. We'll add sort, we'll add search. So we've got that's one of the high priority things. That's some
very cool,
really low hanging fruit. So there is a big push we're gonna make just build out that spotting a little bit more.
Yeah, more requests for international band plans, a EU band plan. Larry says his wife and him just drove through Aurora last Friday on their way from staying at Stonewater Cove in Shell Knob. That's great, Larry. Now, if you'll just come back through on a week from Saturday, then maybe I'll see you there. We've got Dave saying he's going in Friday to the 4 States QRP convention in Branson, and he's going to be at the Oars Hamfest on Saturday. I thought about running down to 4 States on Friday. We'll see if that happens or not. Just to check it out, maybe get some good video and stuff going on. But I think some of the main events are happening on Saturday. So I'd love to go to 4 States. We'll see if maybe I'll run down there. I don't know. Tony Fury asking a link to the WRL app. It is in the Discord. And we will be posting an updated link very soon. And we will also have a new one on the site soon. So great. What other comments do we have? Mac OS, Woozle Harmonica says a Mac OS widget would be cool. If you have like a silicone chip in your Mac, then you can download the mobile app and use the mobile app widgets on your Mac desktop, which is really cool. Which I've done that, and it's very, very cool. James, this is an interesting one. Rodney's asking if we can get separated cat control for each operator in a club logging setup for Field Day 2026. What say you?
I saw this comment. I think the desktop app is going to fix this, because once the desktop app the cat control is integrated in there, when you're doing club logging, as long as you are each person's using the desktop app, then the cat control for each operator should work in a multi-op setting. So we'll have to do some testing on that, because I'm sure there's always some edge cases we haven't thought of.
Let me throw you another question out there. Is there going to be a way to sync those offline where there's no internet, only network?
That's not in the priorities right now. I know what you mean. Because really, it makes it a lot easier to not do, since we have when you have a web connection, it makes it a lot easier rather than doing a bunch of local networking. So I think the feedback we've gotten is versus like in 3FJP, it was actually way easier to use WRL because
you can get internet almost everywhere these days with stuff like Starlink and mobile services.
You get an internet set up and it syncs your logs across all your devices. World Radio League is great for field day, for multi-operator situations with keeping all your logs across multiple operators
Yeah.
in the same logbook.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So great suggestion, Rodney. I'm going to rapid fire through a few more of these comments here. Thomas, feature request. Is there a way to default QSO entries in the DXCC entity to call sign versus QRZ? It is more common for the info to show QSL info and be wrong versus the reverse. I'm not sure I completely follow the request there, Thomas. If you want to maybe clarify that just a little bit and throw that in the chat, that'd be awesome. Ken says he needs to add an activation startup starting POTA activation with World Radio League. Go work, Ken, in the park today. Ron in N0XRG has been tinkering with a RIG control app using your phone. So, okay, interesting. That's cool. GameSport video spotting alert by unworked parks. That's one of the alerts that we're actually considering. So, yeah, that's a really cool one. Unworked park comes on the air, you can work them. So, Larry, in a 4DX, have you guys given any more thought about offering a referral link for premium or higher users to share with non-subscribers to grow the user base that can be used for upgrades? James, any
a referral link?
Basically, users can share a referral link to get more people using World Radio League and earn commission.
That's that'd be a cool program. That would be a cool program. We haven't started setting anything up like that, but I like it. Larry. Maybe if you could track your referrals, you could see how many people you referred to sign up. That would be really cool.
Yeah. Every so many signups, you get a free sticker.
Yeah, maybe you win something, or like, hey, you win a. I know we got the new Q codes mug, so
I'm looking for one of those in my mailbox. No, I'm kidding. I want to get a hold of one of those.
You have to earn it, Andy. You have to earn it.
I have to earn it. Yeah. I the problem is I think I'm disqualified automatically. All right. Speaking of which, Catalina, prepare your speech, because as soon as I'm done running through these comments here, I'll have you talk about how users can earn one of those. So get your speech ready there, and we'll finish running through these comments quick. So a collab with so it's called PotaCat, this cat control app from a mobile logbook. That's interesting, Thomas. I'm gonna have to look into that. I've seen a little bit of buzz about that, but I don't know anything about it. But yeah, as we mentioned earlier, cat control is basically currently possible. From a technical standpoint, the possibility is there from the mobile app, the World Radio League mobile app, but the ability to handle every flow, we've got to work out all the little minute details, and that's going to take time. So don't look for it right away, but it's a future possibility. So, if there's enough demand for it, and it's really going to prove to be that useful, then by all means we can get it on the roadmap. Tom says definitely can't wait until he can filter POTA spots by hunted or set certain alerts to pick a missing state. Absolutely, Tom. That's going to be really exciting. Peter wants an alert for DX when a new country is spotted. I totally get that, Peter. Yeah. Very cool idea. Rodney's asking for a logger feature for nets with lists of normal check-ins and easier notes. That is on the roadmap, Rodney. We've had that one on the roadmap for quite some time now, but yeah,
it's a little further away on that one still, but that one's on the roadmap.
EOD Kaboom is asking FM versus linear satellite mode versus grid tracker integration yet. Where are we at on these, James? I think we've got some of this already implemented, maybe. Depending on what exactly you're asking, EOD Kaboom. Maybe clarify that a little bit. You can integrate with Grid Tracker now, and we also have satellite logging templates. I'm not sure exactly what specifically.
Yeah, you can definitely log your satellite contacts for linear satellite mode. I know we need to add satellite logging in the mobile app, but you should be able to log your satellites with operating split and satellite info and all of that from the web app. And Grid Tracker, I believe I sent the Grid Tracker team an email. We need to just set up the integration there, but a lot of people are using Grid Tracker today with WRL and WSJTX. I am not a grid tracker user. I know Brad K4AZ on our team uses it. So you can set that up. And I think we've got a good guide somewhere that I can forward on that.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. HamLib 4.6 Plus has QMX support. Yep. We upgrade that HamLib library from time to time. So as James said, that will be included in one of the very next releases. So KW4KWS just upgraded to VIP. How does he join beta? Recall answering an email some time ago calling for the testers and thought I replied. Beta currently, So I'm gonna hold this comment until after the break because I can do a full walkthrough of how to join the beta, but we're coming up against time here, so against the break. So we'll walk through that right after the break. I'm gonna hit a couple more comments I saw here. Ban limit filtering by license. That's your limits in your profile. That's cool. Jared Budlong. What about sync settings preferences? Dual sync versus push additions to cloud only. That's cool. That's a really cool idea, Jared. I like that idea. Thomas also said, thanks for taking time to read through my essay/novel last week on contesting, LOL. Yeah, I jokingly said that I jokingly told the team internally that we got an epistle from you, but yes, thank you very much for that. There's some great information in there. And yeah, well, maybe we can talk contesting after the break, but it is time here for us to take just a really quick break. We'll be right back after this. Don't go anywhere. We won't. We'll be right back after this, and Catalina can tell you all about mugs for map shares. So stick around. We will be right back. Are you ready to ditch that 90s ham radio logging software and upgrade to something from this century? Well, now you can. Welcome to a brand new era of software in ham radio, World Radio League. Whether you're a brand new ham radio operator just getting started or a seasoned veteran looking to upgrade your logging experience, World Radio League is the ham radio tool suite for you. Its sleek, modern design brings ham radio into today's world. No more digging through endless menus to find basic features. It's all right in front of you, ready to go with just a couple clicks. An extremely customizable logging interface is just the beginning. We integrate with 7 spotting networks to make finding your contacts that much easier. Plus, we offer many custom mapping and analytics tools so that you can view your contacts your way. We have all sorts of tools tailored to contesting, POTA, SOTA, WWFF, and other activities as well. And it gets better. With our cloud-based log storage, you can access your logs using our fully featured web interface in tandem with our robust mobile app. You can log into your account on any device and even log contacts offline, syncing them to your online account later. The best part? Logging with World Radio League is free. Just set up an account and start logging. Want to use advanced features like large log imports and analytics? Upgrade to a premium plan starting at only $3 a month. Join a huge community of ham radio operators at the fastest growing ham radio software platform available by creating your free account at worldradioleague.com today, or search for World Radio League in your favorite app store. Welcome back, everyone, to the third half of the show. This is the World Radio League show. I am Andy N0APX, your amateur extra operator host today. We've still got James and Catalina with us. I think Catalina's only with us.
It's good that you're using it because you earn it. Extra, not general, not technician, extra.
Are you gonna just open every live stream now? Hey, I'm November 0 Alpha Papa X-ray, an extra class operator. It'd be a good intro.
Oh man, this is the first show. I gotta do it. Oh man. Okay. So, Catalina, tell us about what's going on with Mugs for Match Sharers, what it is, how to get involved, and how things are going in March.
Okay, so yeah, we are on the March 16th, mid of the month. So if you haven't started, you can start, and if you already started sharing your maps, you're good to go. So what is this about? It's a project that we are running month after month, that you just share your maps, your World Radio League maps, of course, and you have a lot of possibilities to earn one of our Morse code mags. So how you can participate? You have to share your World Radio League mags, and you have to maps, and you have to tag World Radio League accounts on social media, and that counts as a point. So if you share 10 maps, you will get 10 points. As many maps you share, as many points you get. At the end of the month, I will count all the maps shared over the month, and we will have 5 winners. So 5 different people will win a mag. So you have a lot of possibilities to win a mag. And if you were one of our winners on February, on January, December, that's not a reason for you to stop sharing your maps, because you can win another mag. So keep on sharing your maps. As you mentioned before, there are a lot of cool maps to share. You can customize them. That we have some Pac-Man maps and a lot of colors, different things. The glow view. So
here's the Pac-Man here. This one's so funny.
Cool.
That was so cool.
Yes.
I really
So
like
yeah,
that one.
that's good to play around a little bit with colors, with different views. So yes, and I check all of your maps every day. So start sharing your maps and you'll win a mag. So it's March 16th. So I think in 2 weeks we will have March winners.
Awesome. Fantastic.
Can we cover really quick? I don't know if this was something you were already kind of had on your radar. Maybe we could cover the upcoming contests really quick. I don't know. Let me just.
First of all, Catalina, I think you said you had to drop. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, we're sorry to see you go. You're going to be back next week, aren't you?
Don't cry, Andy. Don't cry. I will back next week.
You better. All right. Thank you, Catalina, so much for joining
us.
Hi,
amateur extra operators. Bye from a technician.
And yes, the mug even arrives that we had a winner in Belgium. So
cool. Philip.
Awesome. Great to see you.
Thank you, Catalina, so much for joining us today. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, Catalina.
73. Bye.
73.
So sorry, but I saw that it's Terry on the chat. Thank you, Terry. I'm responding to all your maps. So thank you for sharing all your maps.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay,
now, guys, with World Radio League, it makes it super easy to jump into upcoming contests. So we were the first platform that really combined a contest calendar together with the contest logger. Mm-hmm. And it's totally free to use. But when you come in, say like the Virginia QSO Party, which is an upcoming contest, you can enroll. And then as soon as you enroll, it creates a logbook. It puts that contest exchange in there for you. So you've got everything you need to start logging right from here within the platform. And if you take a look, I mean, there's been some really, really great contests that have been going. There was the ARRL DX contest. We just had a couple QSO parties. And if you look at what's coming up right now, Virginia QSO Party coming up this weekend, UBA Spring Contest, Sasquatch Stomp CW contest. That sounds pretty interesting. CQ Worldwide WPX SSB contest. Wow, that's going to be a big one.
Yeah,
lots of QSO. Andy, could you explain to some of the people maybe who are newer what is a QSO Party? Because there's a lot of them coming up here.
Yeah, so QSO Party is kind of a contest, but maybe on a slightly smaller scale than some of the big guns DX contests. It's more for I mean, there are big guns who run during QSO parties, but it's kind of geared for just people to really get on the air, have fun, and make a ton of contacts. And so there's a lot of different state QSO parties, and there's a lot of there's a few different types of QSO parties. But yeah, QSO parties are just a great time to just get on the air and make a ton of contacts with a specific region, with a specific group of people. It's really cool.
Yeah, and they're usually state by state too, right? So you'll see a lot of
most of them are.
If you ever want to join a contest, or you see an upcoming contest that's not on here, just let us know. We don't add them too far out. Like mostly we just add like usually the next 2 months of contests, but we'll have all those things. We'll have all those added in here. So I'll drop the link here, but this is a great place to go to make sure you don't miss the contest.
Yeah.
And I encourage everybody, even if you're a beginner, you don't have to win the contest to log a few
Not at all.
And all the contesters appreciate when some new call signs come in and get in there. So
Absolutely.
Even if you're not shooting to win.
Yeah, it makes for a great contest for everybody. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, contesting is a ton of fun. And you mentioned the CW contest coming up. I'll share a little bit here in a couple minutes once we hit a few more of these comments about. I've discussed a CW app project that I've been working on here at Ham Radio Prep, and I'll talk about that. And I also have a video clip to share of you of a CW contact I made the other day. I'm gonna see if Zach shows up. Zach, if you're watching, drop a comment in there. I've got a clip to share. Yeah, Willard W4DGA asked if we can make the call sign entry field larger with bigger font. James, we've got a few things planned.
I like it. We are working on just making the font bigger across the app. So we are working on all of that. I mean, there's many places, and we want to add /0s into that call sign entry field as well. But that's a great suggestion.
Yeah. Okay. Thomas is clarifying his earlier request. He says if he works an FT8 contact and they have QSL info to a New York address, it logs the contact as New York. This happens quite a bit. It would be nice to default to whatever the FT8 software says. So yeah, I think I see what he's saying here. So if the FT8 software is showing a different grid square than their home address, you would rather default to whatever FT8 says rather than their lookup address. Absolutely. If it's not going to the WSJTX grid square or whatever FT8 software you're using, that needs to be submitted as a bug report. Click that report a bug button and pop that in there, because that should absolutely default to that grid square. So Philip said he uses the mobile app on his Mac, but he reported a bug. Screen is scrolling, and the entire window is out of screen. So yeah, all right, Philip, if you report a bug, we will absolutely take a look at that.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's not optimized for desktop use. It is, it's kind of a hack with the new Mac silicon chips. So yeah, absolutely. W1MRC, is there any way to make one of my logbooks a favorite, always at the top? So on the new desktop app, you'll be able to star a logbook and then just click your favorites button, and all the starred logbooks will float up to the top, and you can pick whichever one you want. Great suggestion. Let's see here. W1MRC, my main logbook is in the mix of all my logbooks. I have to search for it. Yeah. There's also a search feature on the new desktop app, so that'll make that easier as well. What else do we have? New member John Delmer, N9PYY. Love it. By QRZ, he says. Thank you, John. Appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. EOD Kaboom KH2XX clarifying, not just logging satellites, more so grid tracker integration in the map view mode. Satellites worked, countries, grids worked much like the QSO map currently. Yes, I see where you're coming from now. That is the DX dashboard we were talking about earlier, the tactical command center, the whatever we called it. It is absolutely, yeah. He says right there, WRL grid tracker, not a grid tracker plugin.
Yeah, I'm tracking with you now. I got you. And the satellite tracker as well. That's coming. Yeah, that's part of what we're calling.
Probably be an overlay on the dashboard. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, internally, I think we're calling that the the awards. So once we launch awards, there will be several analytics.
I think with Grid Tracker, I think this is a little bit different. I think this ties more to the tactical command center maybe that we're working on with the Grid Tracker style interface, Grid Tracker / ham clock / whatever you want to call it style interface with a satellite tracker overlay. And I think I'm tracking with him now. That's really awesome, and it probably ties into both. I understand where you're coming from, James. I think with the satellites worked and the countries and grids worked, a lot of that will fall under like the awards, and then like the satellite tracking overlay, that type of thing, that'll fall under the command center. So I think it's both, James. I think you're right there. And EOD Kaboom says it would be an awesome addition and would look great on the map view. Very well done and visually pleasing. Yeah, absolutely. Thomas says he would have posted more maps this week, but the bands are really bad this weekend. Yeah, man, I get it. Absolutely. Dave says it's rigged. Some of us have to work. Oh man, yeah, Dave. All right. One concern is if one person dominates each month. Yeah, no, we don't necessarily have that problem at this point. There's a lot of people vying for that top spot.
Yeah, but I mean, I think if it becomes like, somebody's always winning or something, we'll probably try to spread the mugs or spread the love around a little bit. Like we want to get some new people, in there. So we'll try to, if you make a good effort, I think eventually you'll get a mug.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Thomas says if you need counties, grids, or states in different modes, confirm QSO parties are an excellent way to do so. That's exactly right, Thomas.
Good point.
Very, very good point there. Thomas was meaning a prefix. Okay, DXCC FK8, not mode FT8. Okay. Sounds good. All right, I got you now. I was reading that much differently than what you described, Thomas. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. I'm hearing you now. All right. Zapruder Film says just worked me on POTUS CW 73DEN1XV. I'll have to check my log. That's awesome.
Nice.
Fantastic. Let's see here. Woozle Harmonica's weather integration would be pretty cool. That's one of the few things I keep another window open for now that I'm using World Radio League for logging. A weather integration. I can see a weather overlay.
Maybe a widget. When we get the new command center, I think
the new command center will have a local weather widget, but I'm thinking radar overlay. That would be kind of cool. That would be really interesting. Oh man. Let's see here. Hey guys, Mark M0DXR here. Is your platform going to be cool for WRTC?
We covered it. Hey, Mark, we actually just covered. We were talking about on April 1st. We got our first end-to-end test.
James is gonna walk in and he's gonna plunk down an Apple II computer with a command line interface and say, "April Fools, here's your World Radio." No, I'm kidding.
Well, so guys, everybody should be supporting WRTC and the great work that Mark is doing there. We try to keep you guys updated on all the updates. But if ever a feature gets delayed, you can blame Mark M0DXR because we're probably working on WRTC stuff instead of that feature. So you'll know you can look him up in the chat. You can blame him.
Absolutely. I want to play a quick video here. I uploaded another clip. I don't know. I've got two clips to play. The first one I'm going to go ahead and play now. It is, and I'll see if I can track down the other one. The first one, this is a ham radio prep video review that a firefighter submitted a few days ago. So we love getting these, and every once in a while we'll get just a really good banger video, and I just want to share this one real quick. Take a listen.
Hey, I'm Rob. I'm a firefighter, and I just finished and passed the ham radio prep technician course. I wanted to take a moment to answer a few questions that you may be having, if you're trying to decide whether you should do this or not. First of all, had I had any prior knowledge of radios? Very little. As a firefighter, we use radios to communicate, but I don't really understand, or didn't, now I do, how all of that works, okay? Was it worth the price? Absolutely. for what you get and what you're going to pass the test, it's definitely worth the price if you're serious about the hobby. How long did it take me to complete it? I did this at work, and it took me a little over a month and a half. If you want to go through it quickly, you can, but I'm really trying to learn. So I went through each module and really took my time, learned the information, and then whenever I went and took the in-person test, I felt very comfortable about doing it. So that brings me to how does the website work? What is it? Okay, so basically, the way this works. Oh, there goes my radio right now. You are going to go through these modules. They are going to be, there's going to be a short video, and then there's going to be a little bit of reading, and then you take a practice test. Okay, you're going to work your way through all the modules until you get to the final exam, and you will take the final exam, and you will repeatedly take it and pass it. And once you reach an 85%, then they will recommend you go take the in-person or online test. Okay, this process works. Do what they say. I promise you, you'll pass. The questions on the final exam through the ham radio prep were identical to the test that you were going to take whenever you go to your testing site. So you're definitely getting your money's worth. But anyway, I hope that helps you make the decision. Hope to catch you on the airwaves. I've already got my license. Take care.
That's a fantastic video. I really, really appreciated that. And yeah,
that was so cool.
Thank you very much
He's
for
almost
sharing that.
too good. He sounds like an actor or something. He's he's just such a he's like a very camera good type of guy. But that's really cool to kind of be helping new people get into ham radio like that.
Absolutely. Yeah, Zapruder Film says we need a pizzeria overlay for hungry activators to be able to find their nearest pizza joint. Yeah, absolutely. I love that. I love it. Yeah.
Funny? What if we made it so you could upload your own icons to the map? So like how we have the Pac-Man icons, you can upload any icon you want. So if you wanted to have every,
that would be very dangerous. That would be extraordinarily dangerous. I don't trust our users. No, I'm kidding. All right, I do have one more video to share here. For some reason, it would not upload to StreamYard, so I'm going to share it directly off my screen. If you cannot hear this, I apologize. I'm going to go ahead and play it here. I worked at Zach, AI4ZD the other day, and he perfectly demonstrated the properest of proper Rogers with his new CW bug. So we were talking about proper Rogers last week. This is the definition of a proper Roger. Listen to how he replies to me after I confirm his details here. Let's take a listen to this. If you can't hear it, let me know, and I'll pull audio later on the stream or next week or something. But take a listen here. I'm going to back this up. Are we good on audio, James?
I'm not hearing any audio.
You're not hearing any audio? Okay. All right.
You look great, though.
Yeah, thanks. Let's see here. Yeah, it's not showing that it's sharing audio. Let me see if I have that option here. Share screen. Let me see if I can share audio this. Oh, there we go. Did this do it? I don't think this did it. No.
We are getting some of the funniest feature requests that we've ever had. Now we have Streamer Eats, but for
Streamer Eats.
Hunters can have food delivered to activators to reward their hard work.
There we go. Quick button pizza order. EverQuest.
And hey, Jacob, I saw you in the chat there.
Hey, Jacob, good to see you. How does pricing work if we upgrade plans in the middle of the term? James, you want to talk?
It will automatically credit you. So if you just click subscribe on the new plan, it's not going to automatically charge you. It'll generate you a new price that's prorated. So you get so you can upgrade or downgrade or change your subscription at any time, and it'll always charge you the right amount.
Cool. Yeah, absolutely.
But I think the basic is like $36. So let's say you bought the basic for $36 and then you wanted to upgrade to premium for $60 right away. he would just credit you the rest of it.
Fantastic. Well, James, we have another break coming up here in about 3 minutes, but we can go a little long before we get there. Why don't you talk to us about Dayton? What's going on with Dayton?
Oh, yes. Okay, so I'm going to be gone after the break, so I got just a couple minutes, but I'm going to get. So first of all, Andy's going to be there. Andy N0 APX will be at Dayton. Guys, Dayton's in 2 months. I hope a lot of you are going to be able to make it and come see us, meet me, meet Andy. We just got our new sticker orders in here.
Cool. I want one. That's awesome.
The 73 sticker. I've already got it on my radio.
That's
so I want to call out that we are still looking for a few volunteers to help work the booth. So I'm going to drop a link.
Very nice.
To if you want to volunteer at our booth in Dayton, we would love to have a little bit of extra help. So I'll drop a link so you can volunteer with us at Dayton. And one other thing is we just got news that there is going to be a special guest, an astronaut at Dayton. So I'll pull this up, Andy. I'm going to let you talk about this a little bit. I'll drive for you here, but check this out, guys.
Yeah, this is absolutely awesome. So John Schaffner is coming as a guest, kind of a guest of ARISS, amateur radio on the International Space Station. He was the AX-2, Axiom Mission 2 pilot. He's going to be there. I think he's going to be maybe presenting for ARISS or something. Anyway, he's going to be there as part of the ARISS group, and that's going to be really cool to see. So at International Space Station, veteran, really excited to see him there. So go look up John Schaffner. Look him up when you get there, and maybe you can even get a selfie with him or something. Who knows?
And it's so cool. I mean, I love to see that. I love to see ham radio kind of at the front, the leading edge of STEM, of space exploration. And it's one of the parts of amateur radio that I'm really excited about. Like when I went to the
100%.
the Hamfest in Friedrichshafen last year in Germany, there was a group of guys there from a company called SatDump that they built their own amateur radio satellite decoding software. Actually, not even just amateur, any satellite decoding software. It was so cool. And space is taking off. It's getting easier and easier to launch things into space. And I'm excited to see more amateur radio satellites going up, to see what kind of creative ways we could use them. And I'd love to see some open source software up in satellites, and some new and getting some new telemetry and getting some new repeaters. And when you have guys like this, John Schaffner, I think that he's really setting the pace there. So this is really cool.
And I mean, we even have, talk a little bit about our satellite and space course. Kind of, we even, went through some of that process there, putting together a CubeSat sim. Go ahead.
No, I mean, you said it. We've got an entire course about satellite and space operations. And Jim N4BFR is the lead instructor of this. Jim has been working with amateur radio on the International Space Station, ARISS, for years. So this is, you're learning from somebody who really, really knows what they're talking about, and it's an incredible syllabus. Everything from equipment to programming radios to knowing which satellites to use to tracking satellites, APRS, SSTV, voice, all of that in one place. So I don't want this to be a sales pitch either, though. I mean, we've published a lot of free videos on our YouTube channel. So if you want to just get a little taste and learn a little bit more, we've published a lot of free stuff as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And James, I know you said you got to run, but I got this video working. So if you want to stick around to the other side of the break, I've got a video to play demonstrating the proper Roger as sent on Zach AI4ZD's new bug. So he did an awesome job there. So stick around, stick with us. James, are you going to stay for a couple minutes after the break?
I'll stick for a couple minutes, and then I got to run.
Okay.
But
we'll see you on the other side of the break. And look for you there. So thanks so much for all you do for us. And we'll see you on the other side of the break here for a couple minutes. Anyway, guys, don't go anywhere. We have plenty more to come. We've got a couple more news stories for you. 3Y0K headed home. Artemis 2, some updates there. And as per usual, your weekly propagation forecast. So do not go anywhere. We will be right back after this.
Imagine setting up your ham radio in a state or national park like this one, surrounded by nature.
And making contacts with people all over the world.
That's what Parks on the Air is all about. It's one of the most fun and rewarding ways to participate in ham radio.
POTA is for everyone.
Activators head out to parks to experience nature, while hunters try and contact them from home. With over 500,000 participants worldwide, there's an activation happening every day. And in fact, there's probably an activation going on in a park like this right now.
But if you're new, getting started can be overwhelming. From picking the right gear and antennas to setting up in the field, logging contacts, and following the rules.
That's why we created the Ham Radio Prep POTA course, your guide to getting started with Parks on the Air. We'll walk you through everything step by step, from choosing equipment to setting up, on-air operation, and logging.
This course will get you on the air fast and help you to avoid common beginner mistakes.
And even if you already have POTA experience, you'll find plenty of pro tips to optimize your station setup and operations.
We recommend having at least a general license for this course, but even if you're still a technician, this course will help you prepare for the next level and get ready to join in the fun.
POTA is an amazing way to build your skills, get in the outdoors, and connect with other hams around the world. So are you ready to start your next adventure?
Sign up for the POTA course today at hamradioprep.com. We are back. James N0WRL, the CEO of World Radio League and Ham Radio Prep, still with us. I am Andy N0APX, your amateur extra host for today. And
Oh no, we've created a monster.
glad to see everyone stuck around and still here. And yeah, I'm going to be harping on that for the rest of the show. But yeah, great to see everybody. Hopefully it is warmer where you are than it is here. But here from the Blue Barn Studios, we are all the way to the fourth half of the show already. And yeah, it is already 3:35 in the afternoon in the real time zone here in southwestern Missouri in the central time zone. And great to see everybody here. We have got a few news stories for you today to share along with your propagation forecast. But first, I want to demonstrate something I discussed last week. And it's not really me demonstrating it. It is Zach, AI4ZD. He perfectly exemplified the proper Roger. And I mean, if you're familiar with the proper Roger, this is the properest of Rogers. This is fantastic. This is awesome. Take a listen to this clip here. Just listen for a second. Okay. I'm going to interject here. Don't listen to me. I was like trying to get this on video and I messed up my king a bunch. So don't listen to me. Listen to Zach when he replies. But yes, this is awesome. Just take a listen to what Zach sends on the other end. Oh man, those proper Rogers. I just love this. So he goes, if you, I don't know if you quite caught that. I just wish I could pause it, back it up, and replay that. But he hammers that long dot. It was just awesome. It sounds so fantastic. But thank you, Zach, for the great contact. 2 contacts. He worked me twice on 2 different bands. Thank you very much for doing that. So yeah, absolutely. I got Zach in the log twice, and Zach just about earned himself another cowboy hat emoji out of that deal. That was fantastic. Just real quick here, Woozle Harmonica says, the more I think about it, the more I would love to see a Stream Deck integration for the new desktop app. That's a cool idea. I like that. I like that a lot.
Andy, I am gonna run here.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. 73. Thanks for all the great feature suggestions.
Thank you
I'm gonna
so
get
much,
back
James.
to go build something. I'm gonna go work on some of these feature suggestions and see if we can get some of these done.
Absolutely,
but Andy,
man.
I dropped you a link to
Just got that. Yeah.
So that's a good link where you can, scroll down a little bit. There's I know you're going to cover the Bouvet Island story. So.
That's next. I'll go ahead and put it up on screen here as you're as you're going. But yeah, thank you for sharing this with me here. And thank you so much as usual for coming along and joining in the fun.
73,
James. So yeah, Bouvet 3 Yankee 0 Kilo. They have gone QRT. They let me see if I can find the official 3Y0K posters here. But yeah, they have gone QRT. There we go. They are all safely back on the vessel after a successful expedition to Bouvet. They made more than 100,000 contacts and achieved all their goals. It was an extraordinary undertaking involving years of planning, complex logistics, and determination needed to succeed. The team worked well together under harsh conditions, cold, snow, severe wind. Bouvet is known for its remoteness and unpredictable weather. And while it is a beautiful island, any attempt going onshore involves a risk. Despite all the challenges we encountered, the team stayed focused on our goals, determined, and the result is due to real teamwork. We had been working with professional guides, pilots, crew, and vessel, along with our off-island support team, who all contributed to our success. We wish to thank everyone who believed in us, supported us, and made this a great expedition. Thanks to all our individual sponsors, clubs, organizations, and corporate sponsors for their contribution. Our logs will soon be open for OQRS. Check your call here. Unfortunately, I did not get in the 3 Yankee 0 Kilo log yet, which is a bit sad for me. So I would have loved to have gotten them in the log, but just didn't make it happen this time around. I hear there's a one of the Peter, I can't remember if it's Peter 1 or I think it's Peter 1. They're gonna activate that one before too long, and I thought I may have heard rumors of even another expedition to Bouvet in the works. So I don't know that for sure, but yeah, absolutely. I wish I could have got him into the log, but yeah, like David said here, Midwest, it was hard to get him in the Midwest. It was like, yeah, it was not easy. But yeah, anyway, LU1 VJK, first base player I have ever liked. Glad I could say I was the first. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Charlie says 3Y0K didn't happen for him either. I get it, Charlie. It was tough. K6GAE Dave, Hillbilly Ham, asking when I'm going to do a voice activation. I would love to do a voice activation. I was wishing when I ended up at the park the other day, I was wishing I had brought my mic with me, like my maybe my G90 or something, but I didn't have it with me. So maybe one of these days, Dave, I'd love to soon. So maybe we'll make it happen one of these days for too long. So yeah, 3Y0K is QRT, and yeah, they are gone. So if you did not get them in the log, that's the end of the 3Y0K opportunity this go around. Maybe they'll be back on the island. Maybe there'll be a team back on the island here in a few years, but for now they are off air. So what else do we have to talk about? Artemis 2, they just approved that launch. I think I got a little bit more detail here. Let me see if I've got any more detail here. So there are a few launch opportunities starting April 1st. Each day they have an opportunity April 1st through the 6th, and then they have an opportunity on April 30th. So they do absolutely. I think they've approved a scheduling for April. So we'll keep an eye on that. The earliest launch day possible is April 1st, and the delay. They had a helium system issue on the rocket, but the delay, as I understand it, it's resolved, and they are targeting new launch dates now. So really excited to see where that goes, and of course, we'll continue to bring you updates here on the World Radio League Show. We are way past time, so I'm going to give you your weekly propagation forecast, and we're going to wrap the show here. Propagation forecast beginning Monday, March 9th through Monday, March 16th, 2026. Beginning Monday, Larry says 3 Yankee 0 Kilo. He only heard them S5 for a short period on 17 meters, but was not able to work them. Unfortunately, Midwest is sometimes in a null zone, as it seemed to be this year, Larry. So yeah, maybe one of these days. I think I heard them for a little bit. In fact, I think I possibly heard them from the park on Friday. But all I had was a 5-watt KH1, and there was tons of stations trying to work them, and I could just barely hear them. So it didn't happen, but would have been fun. All right, Monday, March 9th, quiet and stable. We're showing flux 135 to 145 with an A index of 5, a daily max KP of 2 to 3. SWPC shows mostly quiet geomagnetic conditions with no storm drivers. 2017 and 15 are going to be options throughout the day. 40 and 80 are going to be fantastic after sunset. Tuesday, March 10th, quiet, mild, unsettled. Flux 135, A at around 6 to 8, KP around 2 to 3. The forecast KP peaks remain below storm levels, around 3.3, and 20 meters is going to stay your solid anchor. 17 is going to be pretty good throughout the day. Low bands are going to be pretty steady at night. Wednesday, March 11th, quiet, flux 130 to 135, A around back down to 5, and KP down to 2. Another stable HF day with 20 and 17 reliable. 15 could have some short openings during the day. Thursday, March 12th, quiet to unsettled late. Flux is going to be 130, A around 8, KP back up to 3. Conditions are going to start feeling the leading edge of a high-speed solar wind stream. Most of the day is going to be good HF. Polar paths are going to start showing some flutter later in the day. 20 meters is still going to be dependable. Friday, the 13th. Friday, March 13th. Guys, I am somehow giving you a... I can't believe I just now saw that I am... Sometimes you win some and you lose some. But I just now realized I'm giving you the wrong week here. And I was literally reading the dates to you. So I'm going to grab the updated version of this. Give me one moment here. I was literally reading the dates out to you. That's what happens on the World Radio League Show. You see all kinds of things that you just can't unsee. So let me grab the latest version of this. Somehow I grabbed last week's version. That's absolutely hilarious. Yeah, you never know what you're going to see on the World Radio League Show. I am going to give this to you again. There we go. Let's pull this. All right. Here we go. This is better. Okay. Let's try this again. All right. Monday, March 16th. Quiet and stable. Flux around 120 to 125. A around 5. KP around 2. Geomagnetic field is going to be quiet after that high-speed stream that we were talking about. 20 meters is going to be solid all day. 17 and 15 are going to have some openings. And 40 and 80 is going to be solid after dark. Tuesday, March 17th, quiet, flux around 120, so dropping a little bit. A around 5, KP around 2, steady. Solar wind is going to be steady with no disturbance drivers indicated. HF conditions, 20 meters is going to be your anchor band. As usual, 17, reliable. Low band strong at night. Wednesday, March 18th, quiet, very stable. 120 on your flux, A as 5, and K staying at 2. Another steady HF day with 2017 being dependable and 15 being modest midday. Thursday, March 19th, quiet to slightly unsettled late. Flux dropping to 115 to 120. A rising to 8 and K rising to 3 late. That's going to be the leading edge of a weak recurrent coronal hole stream that might begin influencing the conditions. On air take, most of the day is going to show good HF. Late polar paths might show some flutter. 20 meters is going to still be productive mid-latitude. Friday, March 20th, will be unsettled with minor geomagnetic activity. Flux is going to stay around that 115 mark. A is going to rise to 10 to 12. Your KP is going to be up to around 3 to 4. Likely going to see that influence that day from that coronal hole high-speed solar wind stream. 20 meters, going to stay your anchor. 17 is going to be usable with some shorter openings. 15 will be unreliable, and auroral enhancement could be possible on VHF if that KP gets up there around 4. Saturday, March 21st, unsettled, trending better with flux staying there around 115, the A around 8, and the KP around 3. Solar wind conditions will be easing. 20 meters is going to improve as the day progresses. 17 coming back around midday. 40 and 80 are going to be. 40 is going to be pretty good regionally. 80 is going to start to come back after sunset. Sunday, March 22nd, flux 110 dropping down 110 to 115. A dropping to around 5. KP dropping to around 2. Geomagnetic field is going to stabilize. You're going to have reliable HF across the board. 20 and 17 are going to be steady with 15 meters. You're going to have some modest midday windows there possibly, and some really good low band receive on Sunday. Monday, March 23rd, no disturbance drivers expected. You will see that kind of continued decline in flux down to 110. A is going to be solid at 5 and KP around 2. Stable and predictable HF. 20 and 17 are going to be 20 is going to be pretty dependable the whole time. 17 midday, you're going to see some good use there, and 40 and 80 are going to make for some good nighttime DX. So just your worst stability day is Friday. It's going to be minor, unsettled, not necessarily a storm. Best overall HF. It's going to be basically the rest of the week besides those, the 19th, 20th, and 21st. Your best low band nights, the same thing. And if you want some high band opportunities, shoot for middays on those good days. So yeah, that is the propagation forecast. Larry says, Larry NA40X says, the World Radio League just like a box of chocolates. Yes, every show, you never know what you never know what you're opening up whenever you click on that link for the weekly show, guys. Thank you so much for joining us, and I'm waiting for a message from the developer with an updated desktop app build. So you will be seeing that drop in the Discord very soon. I don't know that I'm going to get it in like the next 5 minutes, but hopefully very soon you'll see that updated build. And we like to run some music for a little while after the show, so feel free to stick around, chat for a few minutes after the show ends. And thank you everybody so much for sticking around and here to the end. And and watching what unfolds in the latter parts of the show. Guys, I am Andy N0APX, your extra class ham radio operator host. Thank you so much for coming along for episode 40 of the World Radio League show. And we'll see you next week on episode 41. I am November 0 Alpha Papa X-Ray. Andy saying 73, and I'll see you next time. November 0 Alpha Papa X-Ray 73, and I am clear. I can't find my clear track. Let me just play it off of here, guys. 7-3, everybody. And 0 APX. I'm clear. Dit.